Hey, it's Benjamin Kale with Historic Real Estate LA. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about the two ways that I replaced the non-original windows in my 1928 historic landmark property with brand new double pane historic looking windows to retain the original charm. Let's get into it. Well, if you're like me, you bought an old house, and that old house at some point had a window replacement, probably between the 1950s and the 1990s. Our house had a mixture of beautiful 1928 French windows combined with 16 jalousie windows that had been replaced in the 1950s. Soon after we moved in, we realized that these jalousie windows just had to go. Not only did they look just horrible, but they were practically useless when it came to noise and weather. After doing a ton of research and several visits to BMC Windows and Doors in Silver Lake, I found out there were two main ways that we could replace these jalousie windows. One, within the frame, and two, being ripping out the entire frame. All right, I'm gonna take you on a little tour and show you what both options are. Let's start with number one, replacing the window within the frame. All right, so here we are in my master bathroom, and this is an example of a window that we replaced in the frame. So this window came in four pieces. This bottom piece, this top piece, and then two vinyl sliders that are on the side and they're exposed. The nice thing about this window is that there's no framework to be done. We didn't have to rip a big gaping hole out in our wall. The bad thing about this kind of window is that this vinyl slider is always exposed. It's not bad here because we have white paint and it kind of matches. You can't really tell what's going on. However, okay, here we are in the lower bathroom where we did the same type of replacement within the frame, but used brown paint. And you can really see here that this white slider sticks out like a sore thumb. This was a great room for us to experiment with because no one ever comes in here. But after we did this, we realized that we couldn't do this for the rest of the house. We had to go the route of ripping everything out of the entire frame because this slider sticks out like a sore thumb. So now let's go back into my kitchen and we're gonna talk about number two, ripping out the windows at the frame. All right, so here's an example of a window that was replaced at the entire frame. This window was custom made for this opening. It came in one large piece. My contractor ripped out the old window, rebuilt the entire framing internally around the window, which required him to break all the drywall inside and break all the stucco outside. Once that was done, the window was inserted, secured, and then these decorative moldings were put on after the fact, and the window was stained. The nice thing about this window, obviously, is that there's no gross white slider on the side. So it all looks period. It looks original and like it wasn't forced. And this is the way we're gonna do it for the rest of the house. Hey, thanks so much for watching. I hope this wasn't too boring. Please know that I'm not a contractor. I really have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just sharing my experience. If you have any more questions, give me a shout anytime. 310-779-4578. Shoot me an email, DM me, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.